Yeah, just I thought we played a fairly complete game today. 2 games in a row where we've got multiple contributions from up and down the lineup. And then defensively was probably 2 of our better games, just executing. The week off of practice, or when we didn't have the Mayville game and we got to practice that full week of finals week, has been really good for us in ironing some things out. So I thought it was a good performance by our group.
Describe, Heaven's play, just efficient shooting, some assists and rebounds, just overall, how do you thought she performed?
Yeah, I thought the last 2 games she's been great. She had a tough stretch. She scored 39 in that one game out in Nevada, and then it was pretty rough for I think 4 games in a row. And we had to visit and talk about she's the focal point a lot of the time of other people's defense and being able to trust teammates. Let them do some work, and then the kind of shots she needs to be looking for and taking. I thought for a while there in the stretch she was putting the ball on the floor too much and driving it into traffic where she's not that big or explosive and just putting herself in some bad situations instead of just catching and shooting more. I love the fact that, I don't know what she shot from 3 today, 5 of 8, that she's getting 8 threes off. 8 of her 11 shots were threes, and I love the one in transition. Those are the ones we're wanting her to take, where maybe the few games before she was, trying to get to the rim in that situation.
After the 4-game losing streak, just to get back in the conference play and have 2 pretty decisive victories, how important is that heading into now another long break?
Well, it's, in basketball, winning your game right before break makes break way better. So you don't have to sit on that for a really long time. And that's always a fun part of winning that game. We lost 4 games in a row, and one of those we felt like we got taken from us, made some poor choices coaching in that at the end of that game. And but we also playing at Green Bay and at Northern Iowa, who we know are really good teams. So that didn't really the fact that we lost those games didn't bother me as much as maybe you would think. I thought we had a chance to come back after a really good week of practice and play much better, and was glad to see that we did.
You I guess mentioned defense. What's improving? Is it part of it just length or?
Yeah, I think I don't know what we get tonight. 3 block shots. I think last year we had 52 blocks on the season, and I think this year we're at 50 before Christmas. So it's just, and then with a lot of new players, it takes sometimes a little bit of time to gel defensively and anticipate your teammates' movements, and then communication. When you're new and you're unsure, it's harder to communicate as loud and effectively. And I think we just have people that are getting more comfortable on that end of the floor, and the more you practice, the more things become habits.
Jory, Christina's efforts the last 2 nights, describe what she has brought. Is that unexpected, even what she's brought to the floor for you?
I wouldn't say unexpected. We really liked her coming out of junior college. She was on a really good team in junior college, and they had like 3 5s that were Division I players, so they were splitting time. But she was always very efficient in junior college, both years, freshman and sophomore year, and you could just tell she had great touch around the basket and feel. What did surprise me when she got here was just how outgoing her personality is and how willing she is to communicate, how loud. And then her basketball IQ was even a little bit higher than maybe what I could realize from tape and watching her. So that part's been really pleasant. But, she has a chance to, as she continued with 3 years to play here, has a chance to be a really good player for us.
Want to be heading into the new year? Is this where you expected to be? Is it where you're?
Mike, I don't know if you're ever where you want to be or where, I like our team. I like what our potential is. There's still so much that we can get better at. And I think we have the pieces to be a good basketball team. We also have Lowell. We come out in the second half in the first 2.5 minutes and don't play well at all. We have to learn how to, stomp on it at the right time and put your foot down and take things from 15 to 30 if you're capable of doing that. So there's some parts of the game that we got to continue to talk about and work with. But obviously being 8-4, going into break is something that we are happy with. Good. All right. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Great from the three-point line. I mean, what was just going well with your shooting overall tonight?
Oh, well, honestly, I don't think I've been shooting it as great, and especially on the road. I didn't think I was doing as good as I could have been doing, but just staying confident and letting it fly, and finally got some home games, and they were dropping.
Like most about this two-game stretch, you know, two conference games, you know, relatively decisive victories. What do you like in general about just the way the team's playing overall?
I think just our energy and how much fun we have. It's different in past years, and we all step out on the court and we all have fun, whether that's in practice, just in the locker room, or on the court when we're playing games. You can tell we enjoy each other out there and we play together as a whole, and it's really shown on the court these past two games.
Jory said he kind of had to tell you to maybe trust your teammates a little bit and maybe not to force it. I mean, what's kind of that transition of, you know, knowing there's a lot of talent and just kind of picking your spots and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I think I mentioned before, it takes everyone, not just one person, to win the game. So you can't have someone going off and expect to win games. It takes people from the bench to the starters, and you all have to contribute. So just making that extra pass, hitting people on screen and rolls and drives and kicks, and executing our offense, that's just really kind of how you trust your teammates in that aspect.
I guess heading into another 10-team break, where do you feel the team is at, or what do you like about the way the team is playing right now heading into that?
Yeah, well, I think 2-0 in conference is a good, just a good place to be at going into Christmas break, so you can go home and enjoy it. But we got a big game coming back, so I think that's really going to keep our minds right, and we got to focus in when we get back here.
League play in 8 years. Just describe getting a start like this.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, but that's really awesome. It's super exciting. I know this program is in the uprise, and I'm super happy to be a part of it. And we have our goals, and we know where we want to be, and hopefully wins keep coming our way.